is Zenobia Corley.
Thank you for joining Loretta Coleman Live. We're glad that you chose to tune in to join us tonight. We have a conversation that we are sure you will enjoy. If you would like to be a guest on my show, you may email me at Loretta Coleman 33 at gmail.com. That's Loretta Coleman 33 at gmail.com. On Loretta Coleman Live, we keep it real. We laugh, we joke, we encourage, we have fun, we do it all. So join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be glad you join us. Now get ready for Loretta Coleman Live. Get that drink, get those chips, get that popcorn, and tune in to Loretta Coleman Live. And of course, you can join in on the conversation on Loretta Coleman Live. Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to all of you, and we welcome you to Loretta Coleman Live. We had a few technical difficulties here just for a few moments, but nevertheless, we are on here tonight and we're going to have a good show. Um, we are scheduled to have, let me see, we are scheduled to have the one and only, Mr. Alan Pringle is scheduled to be here on tonight. But if he don't, I'm gonna tell you I got something to talk about that's gonna be a hot topic tonight. I'm telling you. And I don't want to get in it because I don't want to have to stop. So we're gonna give him just a few minutes and see if he's gonna join us. If not, then we are going to jump on in with this conversation. It's a lot going on as we are preparing for the Thanksgiving holidays. And, I'm quite sure that everybody on here have so much to be thankful for. I don't care how it look. I don't care what it appeared to be like. I don't care what bad is going on in your life. We all still have something to be thankful for. I don't care who's not with you. I don't care if you got to eat by yourself. We all have a reason to be thankful. And I want you to do this with me. I want you to just think about some of the things that God has brought you out of from last year up into this appointed time. Some things you can't tell, some things you can't share with people that you've been in, some situations and some circumstances you can't share with people. But only God knows some of the situations and the circumstances that He has allowed us to come out of. So as you reminisce, as you think about if God had taken His hand off of you. Think about that situation you were in if God had taken His hand off of you. You have some people, Evangelist Hazel, that think that they do no wrong. Sister Eartha, you have some people that think that it's always them, it's always they, and nobody else. And see, we're going to have to continue this tomorrow because he just popped on. But we're going to come back and talk about this tomorrow. What are you thankful for? What are you most thankful for? Because we have the one and only, the one and only. He's the captain of the ship tonight. The one and only Mr. Alan Pringle. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's always good to have you on my platform.
I mean, it's always good to be here. I love coming on here talking.
You know,
It'd be very enlightening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you something else. You something else. You always make me laugh. You'll see me doing this a lot. That's when you talking and I'm waving at the people. And if you
Okay.
can see them, then you can speak to them. This show is going to be all about you and the gospel legends on tonight. Um,
Okay. Okay.
you're getting ready to celebrate 35 years.
Yes, ma'am. 35. Long, long, long,
Tell us a
long,
little
long.
bit about them 35 years. Just a little
Man,
bit.
it it's been rough. But these 35 years have really, it'll show endurance. Um, the people that's really for you, the group members that
Mhm,
really help push the ministry and we say brand, but the group, the agenda of the group and the ministry, and not just the ones we have with us now,
mhm,
even the older members, they help start everything. And I
mhm,
thank God for the beginning, the humble beginnings, that the gospel legends, and to even say 35 years that we've been together doing this, is like amazing and an act of God, because it was sometimes that we was going to just let it be, but God held us together all
mhm,
these years. And
mhm,
there's a lot of stuff you had to learn the hard way with business and different avenues, with the record companies and the finances of a group. And it's a lot of stuff that you learn, and some stuff you had to learn the hard way. So I just thank God, even with the hard times, we stuck together. We kept it going. We never went home. Even some of the places we never went home, we kept going and kept going, and God kept blessing and kept trusting us with
mhm,
this ministry. And
mhm.
He trusts us enough to keep us together for 35 years, which we go back and talk about it. It's longer than 35, but you know, that's the fondest memory. But I know we started when I was 12, so
Wow.
I'm 49 now. So
Mhm,
yeah, it's been some time,
mhm,
and that's because we couldn't do it like really out, because my daddy had a group, and he didn't allow all that, you over here and over there,
mhm,
especially when you're living at home, you didn't have.
mhm,
And
mhm,
I wasn't going to be homeless for the legends. But
mhm.
once we got up to age and he got more into to his health, so that made room for the legends to really start out, branch out some.
Well, Alan, I want to, before you get too far down the road, I want to ask you a question. Maybe you can answer questions that I can't answer, because it seems like when I ask questions, I answer questions, I'm always in trouble.
Okay.
So, no, this is nothing hard. It's nothing
Okay.
hard. I can ask you the same question. Somebody can ask me the same question. We can give the same answer, but I'll get in trouble for it.
Okay.
What if you could take something in your daddy's time and set it in this time? What would it be?
Um, from my daddy time to this time, I would say the respect for the respect of being a gospel singer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of times I feel the respect is gone. It's more of a gig thing. Back then, it's some stuff that we do now, even with the legends. Like, we'll come to the program with jeans and stuff on. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
that was a no.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the respect of the audience. You respect your people that's paying to come see you. To always look the part, always clean, um, respectful, engaging with the people. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of times we lose focus on that because when we get, a little notoriety, we get a little famous, it seems like it's about us,
Mm-hmm.
and I just think back then, you had the ones that, thought they was above everybody, but majority of the people, you couldn't just show up any kind of way. You had to
Mm-hmm.
be on time. You
Mm-hmm.
had to take it seriously
Mm-hmm.
and professional at all times, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what. Um, I can remember when you never heard of a group singing in a t-shirt,
Oh
hot or
God.
not.
Oh God. No.
No, hot or not. If you
Mm-hmm.
outside in July, you in a full suit. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way they respected the people that spent
Mm-hmm.
their money. They presented themselves. And I think nowadays, a lot of that has gone. There's a lot of groups still, because sometimes it makes me have to check myself. And I've
Mm-hmm.
always talked about this group that I've known since they was real small out of Jersey, group called Fire. Those
Mm-hmm.
young men, I don't care where they are, they're in the
Mm-hmm.
service and
Mm-hmm.
they're dressed in a suit
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
every night. They might not
Mm-hmm.
even wear a suit to sing in, but
Mm-hmm.
they come into the program in suits,
Mm-hmm.
ties. They are always very respectful, engaging with people. And I always applaud their dad and their granddad. They have raised them that way. And it make me check myself sometimes on it because when we ride a long ways, we don't want to be sitting in the suit, but
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the things. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of other things, but that's one thing I feel from my dad's era and the people that took it seriously. When I say respect, I'm not saying they was better. I just say they probably was better hiding what they
Mm-hmm.
do than
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, there's cell phones everywhere now and
oh,
cameras.
yeah, them cameras, boy, get you in
Mm-hmm.
trouble. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just think like the respect of it and the audience held the singers to a standard. Like
Mm-hmm.
you ain't coming in here like that. So that's how it was back then.
Well, I'm gonna say something you ain't gonna want to hear, but
Mm-hmm.
I think you are in this generation. You've been out there 35 years. You've
Mm-hmm.
seen with the gospel legends 35
Right.
years, but you've actually been out there longer.
Right.
A lot of people respect you, Alan. There's a lot of people respect you. They're not going to tell you they respect you because of jealousy. You understand? Now, I just call it like I see it. They're not going to tell you that they respect you, but they study how you do on stage. They study when some, cause I be listening to all these different quartet stations. They study if somebody come in front of you and they like wow the house, they say, ain't nothing no Allen. He's already studied how he's coming out. You understand what I'm saying? But see, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you because they think you're going to get ahead of them. Now, let me ask you, what would you have done? 2 weeks ago, I was at an event. I was standing to the corner of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and God knows the group could sing. They can
Mm-hmm.
sing, and they do. Well, Lord, we know bite that thing up as a secular song, but they were backing up with them guitars. You know how they do,
Mm-hmm.
but all they underwear were hanging off. Now, because I
Mm.
didn't have a relationship with them, I couldn't pull them to the side and say, "Hey, man, when you were doing all that, all your underwear was showing." This particular group, you know very well. Do you think they would have respect you if you pulled them to the side and said, "Man, you had a good show, but when you were doing that, all your underwear was hanging out"?
Yeah. Well, I've always said it's the delivery. Sometimes people can digest it better. How you deliver it, you can say, hey man, that hey man, y'all was good, man, but yo man, your shirt came out your pants and your underwear was showing, man. And they'll probably say, "Oh man, it sometimes it's the delivery, but
Mm-hmm.
because it like with anybody, if the delivery is wrong, they'll want to rebuke, but rebuttal against it. I mean, so I think it's the delivery. If you tell them, and it's a lot of groups. They'll ask me. I'm the type of person, to be honest. If you don't ask, I don't tell, and that's my motto. Don't ask me how you sound. I'm not gonna come up to you and tell you. If you ask me, then I'll be honest. When you say give me the truth, because a lot of people say give me the truth, but
They
they
don't
don't
want
want
the
the
truth.
truth. They
Yeah.
want to brag. They want you to brag
Yes.
on them. They don't want the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's only a few people I know I can talk to and be straight up like, yo, man, you can do that. And
Mm-hmm.
then you'll have someone, well, who you think he is, and you can't tell us nothing. Hey, don't
Mm-hmm.
ask me nothing. I don't ask me.
Mm-hmm.
You all right? You already know where you need to be, and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. And that's my motto. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
ask, I don't tell. I don't lend that kind of information because everybody can't take it as in you trying to look out for them. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I came up, when the legends first started being on programs with some of the big dogs, the big groups, and they would call us on stage because they knew my dad. A lot of them will pull me to the side and flat out look me in the face and say, I don't like y'all name. I don't like that. I don't like y'all calling y'all something. Y'all find y'all another name. I don't like it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not sugarcoat. I don't like y'all name. Some
Mm-hmm.
legends. I got socks older than y'all. Some
Mm-hmm.
legends. What do you mean some legends and all? And I mean, they were blunt about it. They didn't care um, until until uh, they did a few concerts with us, and now that's all they call us is the legends. They don't even
Mm-hmm.
say gospel, the legend. But
Mm-hmm.
it's the delivery of it. And God bless. I can say three people that actually sat and asked me why we call ourselves that: Tommy Ellison, Clay Graham, and Percy Griffin. And I
Mm-hmm.
told them when I told them the meaning behind it, that's when they was like, "Okay, I get it." And just knowing our name had a meaning to it and not just bragging and say, "Oh," I said because everybody can say they the mighty something,
Mm-hmm.
the supreme something, and
Mm-hmm.
nobody say nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I said we just our name is directly to y'all, like y'all the legends, and we want to keep that sound. You can tell a little bit of the Jews, the keynotes, all of that in us. So that's
Mm-hmm.
even with our recordings, you will
Mm-hmm.
hear songs from back in the '70s that we'll
Mm-hmm.
record of a group that some people ain't never heard or ain't heard
Mm-hmm.
of it in 50 years, and
Mm-hmm.
that's us trying to stay true to that name and
Mm-hmm.
what we represent.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So
you hold on right there because I'm gonna ask you to tell us the meaning of the legend. But I'm behind, and you got so many comments, and you can't see them because you might have to help me read some of them.
not with
Pastor
these eyes.
Anthony, Pastor Anthony Moore said, "I tell him all the time in my book, he's number one. I've learned so much
uh,
from watching him." Um,
that's my dude, man. That's my brother, for real, for real.
um, Evangelist Hazel said, "Alan always shows respect, and he has a group, and his group members do the same." Um, and then Evangelist Sadie is just speaking, and Miss Geraldine Pure Nation Jr. is just speaking,
Hello, hello.
and then hey there, that's Miss VO, well, Minister Viola, you don't know her. And then Evelyn Murphy said, "You have to be careful who you talk to. You also respected your pastor by the way you dress." Now, hold that one right there. But tell us about the legends and then explain what she mean. What is she saying here?
About the Now read it again.
She said you have to be careful who you talk to. You also respected your pastor by the way you dress?
Well, my Reverend Gunner, maybe she's talking about Reverend Gunner. Well,
I don't know her, so I don't know.
yeah, and I like I said about just being careful. I'm not now. I want to be the type person that I feel people can come up and talk to me, but I also want to be the kind of person that people respect, not to come to me with foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't walk up to me and just say anything. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, and that's just the respect. Now, I've always respect leadership. Like right now, my bishop, Denzel Kellum, up in Virginia, I go to church when I can, and I
Mm-hmm.
respect him because he have a heart for the people. And
Mm-hmm.
same thing with Pastor Gunner, the people in Columbia area, known the impact Reverend Lewis Gunner gave to the city of Columbia. Um, and he was always one of the ones that I could talk to because he was in quartet. He was a quartet singer before he went to pastoring. And what you learn at in your service at church, what
Mm-hmm.
that word you get,
Mm-hmm.
we takes it out where our pastors can't go. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like the Chicago and all of that. So when I do have a chance to go to church, I thank God for my church I go to now, Spirit of Christ, because I learned so much. Now a lot of people like a lot of Ray and Terry, and my daddy was that kind of preacher.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at a church now that I'm learning more about God and His ways and the Word of God,
Mm-hmm.
and I need that now more than anything out
Mm-hmm.
here on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect all ministers and pastors,
Mm-hmm.
um, even Pastor Anthony Moore.
Mm-hmm.
He'll tell you I don't a lot of people call him Ant, and they
Mm-hmm.
call um they call him Doty. But when you are pastor, I always give them that respect of pastor. I always say pastor or
Mm-hmm.
reverend, because my dad was big on that. His nickname was
Mm-hmm.
Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
But when he would go home and he'll do revivals at his home church, all his cousins won't call him Buddha, and he used to make him mad because he said, I'm changed from that. That God
Mm-hmm.
has elevated me from that, and I've always given pastors and even my pastor that respect. I don't call them by
Mm-hmm.
their first name. I
Mm-hmm.
call them by Reverend or Pastor or Bishop, and that's just the respect of their calling.
Mm-hmm. Um, I don't know if you know this lady from Daytona Beach, Claretha Hall Thomas. Probably one of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know. Yeah, yeah. A long time
But
friend of the group.
tell us what the name legend mean. How did you come up with a gospel legend?
I'm gonna be honest. So we was talking. My cousin Scooter Harold Likes. He stay in New York now.
Mm-hmm.
We were listening to Willie Banks. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and this now the group been together singing
Mm-hmm.
as the musicians of Faith Open Charity.
Mm-hmm.
Before we got the name,
Mm-hmm.
they had a record out on Willie Banks called the Living Legend. They had a record out. That was the title of the album.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest, Scooter was telling people our name was the Living Legends. So we was like, we need to stop saying that. And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, I said, for one, we ain't paved the way for nothing. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, legends are they are roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
They have sustained the test of time and made way for people behind them to travel that road
Mm-hmm.
easier than they did. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, by this time, Mark joined the group,
Mm-hmm.
and Mark said, "Why don't we just say gospel legends? That'll be so." That's how the gospel legends,
Mm-hmm.
and we came up. Well, at that time, we were singing everybody's songs then,
Mm-hmm.
So we was like, man, we sang the keynote, Slim, the Cats, and everybody. Why
Mm-hmm.
don't we just say we the gospel legend? We represent them on a younger plateau.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the name come about, and that's how we view the name, as in the legends. A piece of every group is in the gospel legends. If you
Mm-hmm.
listen to our music and just closely, you hear the
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Angels, you hear the Jackson Southern Air, you hear the Keynotes, you hear the Mighty Clouds, you hear some of the Cantons, you hear the Pilgrim Wonders, the Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, hey, that's kind of sound like the Jews. That we always added that kind of stuff in our music, not to
Mm-hmm.
duplicate them, but some
Mm-hmm.
some characteristics of it.
Mm-hmm. I think this person's from Atlanta knows you, Joseph Harper.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Mr. Joe.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
telling you. You're gonna have to help me because they know you now. I don't
Yeah.
know all these streets. Um, Angela Nixon is it
Hello, hello.
you're very the gospel legends is real famous.
No, not
No,
at all.
listen, this is not to belittle any group. It is not to
Yeah.
belittle. Listen, give a person their flowers while they can hear them, hear the compliment. Don't wait till somebody die and want to do a musical that Friday night, and everybody
You're
want to get
right.
up and talk, and then that sad day, everybody want to get up. Say, hey man, you have done wonderful. You have done wonderful. You've traveled all over this world and you are still singing. There's a lot of groups that started out and they are fading away. They are home, but we are still somewhere every weekend. What is wrong with
Yes.
saying that?
Hey, because I to me, to be honest, it's like I can't give no credit to nobody but God. None
Mm-hmm,
whatsoever. We
mm-hmm,
don't sing that well. We don't play that
mm-hmm,
well to take any credit for it. And I'd be amazed that people still even want to see us. You
mm-hmm,
know, um, we're not fancy at all,
mm-hmm,
but we do um give it our all.
mm-hmm,
We do try to be, you know, gentlemen. We try to be respectful, and it has sustained us this far.
mm-hmm,
And thanks to our team, we have a team of people that works behind the scene. And if I don't go nowhere else, God has definitely done more than enough for the gospel
mm-hmm,
legends, and to still be able to travel every weekend. Every weekend we're gone, and it's still, as soon as we leave that place, you getting a call back for the next year, that night. And that's God using us. And um, I get so many, a lot of other producers was they say, well, you need to change your sound, change this. And sometimes I think we played out, and that just being an artist, you sit and
mm-hmm,
think, and you like, well, maybe our style of singing is playing out. But when we go these places, man, and the people still love this kind of singing, and they still hungry for quartet singing, it's all God. It's all God. Without the quartets getting the radio play like they used to,
mm-hmm,
and we still can travel and do this for a living.
mm-hmm,
Man, it's God. It's all God. And I pray every night that when we go on stage, that for one, don't let us say nothing that you don't want us to say or do anything. We know if you take full ride, the
mm-hmm,
message will be carried out that night. So I thank God, and I can't take credit for it, because for one, ah, you know, I I just think it's so many better groups,
Well, we're gonna talk about that
ah,
in a few minutes. Oh, we're gonna
okay,
talk. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down in a nice way. And I know if I don't,
okay.
you'll just look at you got a way to look at me and I
Hey,
know just to tone it down. I know to tone it down. But Christina, tell me what is she talking about? She said, I go back to the brothers record, Raleigh, North Carolina. Love the legends. What
oh
is she
man, that's one of our first records, brothers. Yeah, that's an old one. That a lot of people know the records that was nationally done with MCG and Humility and Malaco. But those records was our first independent records that we
Mhm.
did on our own. That was back in, I want to say that record probably was in 2001.
Mhm.
Um, that a lot of people that really know the legends know those records from back then. Thank you, boy. You've been following us a long time. That's a
Mhm.
long time. You got the brothers record. I don't even
Mhm.
have a copy of that. So
Mhm.
that's been a while ago. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Kathy Johnson, Reverend Andrew Johnson's daughter, said, Alan, I
Hey,
can honestly say that no matter how much fame you encounter, you never change. Even as a church musician, you remain true to your calling on and off stage.
hey,
Man,
Kathy. Wow, I haven't seen Kathy in years. Man, God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, me and Kathy down in Augusta, Mount Moriah. I played for her dad's church, Mount Moriah, Reverend Andrew Johnson. Yes,
mhm.
yes, man, good old
um,
days.
Evangelist Regina Staley. Now, her husband sang with the gospel originals. She said, I love your group. And I also love that when I seen Pastor Sean Jones sing with you at one of your programs.
Yeah, that was at Sean anniversary in Auburn. That was we sung. He sung "Ready" with us.
Mm,
That was at his anniversary in Auburn, Alabama. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
yeah, man. That was my buddy. I miss him too, man.
mm-hmm. Why is it hard? You know, you and I have had our differences.
Right,
You told me what you thought. I told you what I thought. But we still talk. We're still talking today. But
right.
why? My question is, and maybe you can help me with this. We get upset with one another, and we poison that person to other people. You've already told me what you think. I've already told you what I thought. Is it necessary to try and poison that person?
No, well, to me, as in Allen, a lot of
Mm,
times with stuff like that, after we talk and say, well, it's done with me. That's the kind of person I am. It's
mm,
done because um, there's no way me and you have differences, but you ain't having many differences as me and Scott or somebody on the group, and I have to see them every weekend. So I have learned how to let that go. Me and my
mm,
wife have differences. That don't mean I'm
mm,
gonna go and out and dog her to the world.
mm,
I,
mm,
I that's I'm talking about Alan. I lets it go. Ain't no need, especially if it ain't nothing like you shot at me or shot me or something, or stab me. And that stuff
mm,
you can let go, man, and you'll sleep better. You said
mm,
what you said. This person said if you didn't see eye to eye, okay, cool. We can agree to disagree.
mm,
And it when they say it is what it is
mm,
what it is. Just let it be. I get a lot of flack from some promoters because um this is my point of view on business when it
mm,
comes to the business, and I
mm,
hate to get to the point where
mm,
business have to be done and you have
mm,
to stand firm on it. I hate that I have to do that
mm,
because we both have agreed and know what it was it took to make
mm,
this happen out from both parties.
mm,
But a lot of promoters will get mad at me because they'll say, well, uh, uh, we don't have all the money, but you still can sing because it ain't about the money. And to me, it's like it playing on my intelligence. You'll tell me
mm,
that. But yet though, and this the other part of it, I have the gospel legends, we all spread out now.
mm,
Atlanta, Virginia, Georgia. To have people drive hours,
mm,
and then you're gonna get up and say, after we leave because we couldn't come to agreement, and I say it all the time, and I
mm,
say it again for the people to
mm,
hear me. If you ever see the gospel legends leave a concert, I did all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I did all I can do to make it
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we take the blunt end of it because
Mm-hmm.
after we leave, they can say anything to the people. I paid them all the
Mm-hmm.
money. They just sung. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
sing. Well, who drives 6 or 7 hours
Mm-hmm.
just to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my point of that saying is they would dog the group, but nobody said nothing about what went on, and you didn't get your money back neither. So we
Mm-hmm.
both out of it. We both
Mm-hmm.
out of it. Now.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's sometimes things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. Things do happen,
Mm-hmm.
and I have some, and they didn't have all the money. I
Mm-hmm.
have, and I will. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a common ground we got to come to for this
Mm-hmm.
to happen
Mm-hmm.
because I got these jokers got to go back home to their
Mm-hmm.
wives and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
and I can't say, hey man, we're gonna have to sing anyway, but you ain't gonna get. I can't give you nothing because they say they ain't got it. It
Mm-hmm.
don't work that way. And when it's business, it always a religious thing. When the business end,
Mm-hmm.
they want to throw the religious part on it,
Yes, yes.
and I know what promoters from their heart really tried.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's some that just don't care. They
Mm-hmm.
nasty and they'll tell you, well, you ain't got to sing bye. Like
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
bye. And
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of stuff, what you saying, they'll go on and tell everybody, well, that Alan nasty, man. I can't
Mm-hmm.
deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
But through it all, I showed up. I
Mm-hmm.
was there. So my
Mm-hmm.
end, I came.
Mm-hmm.
And when I leave the next morning, I'm all right. I don't care what they say. I hear people call me, man. They said they all did this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It's over with. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Program over,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm home. Thank the
Mm-hmm.
Lord. And
Mm-hmm.
it's stuff like that. You just got to let go, man, because
Mm-hmm.
this thing that we do in ministry is not for the weak. It
Mm-hmm.
is not for the
Mm-hmm.
weak. And some of us, we're gonna have to not take things literally. Just
Mm-hmm.
let it go. If you can't work with this person, there ain't no reason to be nasty to them. It
Mm-hmm.
plenty of promoters that I left their concert. They see me now, they can come talk to me. They can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shake their hand. Hey, that was then. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I don't. We don't have to do business, but I don't have to be. I don't have to be nasty or rude to you or dog you to the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that. We just can't do business together. But
Mm-hmm.
it always good to see you
Mm-hmm.
and leave it alone.
Um, Pastor Darrell Best is speaking to you. You know who that is?
They're our best. They're our best. Now the name
Pastor
sounds so
Darrell
familiar.
Best.
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
He from
Um,
Columbia?
no, I don't think so.
You
Pastor
said
Best,
Bass. Bass. Okay. Up
Bass.
up from Delaware. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I thought you said best. Yeah, you
Oh,
said
okay.
Bass. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know the good Reverend. Yes, yes, I know.
Um, Carolyn Wilson, Allen, the recording live in Virginia. I don't know what she's talking about. You know what she's talking about?
Yeah, the recording. That's Jesus is the man.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That was recorded at my church in Martinville.
Sharon Ross, I think she's from Lancaster, Great Falls.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's just speaking to you. I'm just trying to catch up.
Hey,
I'm trying
okay.
to catch up here to some of the, I try to talk to some people and then we're going to start talking. Once I catch up, we're going to start talking about your anniversary. Kathy
Okay.
said, when you work, you want your money. When I work, I want mine, period. um,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Well said.
let's see. I got a few more. Yeah, you got to know him because he said, I've been there, brother. Pastor Darrell
Uh,
Bass, he said,
yes,
I've been
yes.
there when you was talking.
Yeah,
Um,
we were just
Helen
together in
said you
Philadelphia.
can sing to the glory of God. The way I look at y'all on TV, I even have y'all CD transition still playing.
Wow.
Um,
Can you believe that record about to be 20, almost 20 years?
really?
Transition. Yes, we
Oh,
did it in '07.
you can't afford them. Evangelist Staley said, I will continue to say this. If you can't afford them, don't call and book them. Let's get real and stay real.
And
Oh,
that's well said, and I appreciate that because I mean, it's no like trying to say you big and mighty, but
mm,
maybe you have to come do a few concerts first,
mm.
and then call and talk to OT, tell them what you're gonna do. Now we don't, I mean,
OT
and
is good. OT is
what I'm
really
about to
good.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, depends on what the event is.
Mm-hmm.
We work with people,
Mm-hmm.
so just explain, because it is about ministry. I don't ever want to be so high until I can't minister.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, charging a lot and not even ministering nowhere. You can't
Mm-hmm.
minister to people. Ain't what good that doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first thing above everything. Now it
Mm-hmm.
is an expense, and people
Mm-hmm.
know nowadays majority of the musicians and stuff play in churches, and these
Mm-hmm.
churches pay well. So to have
Mm-hmm.
a musician to leave their church to come
Mm-hmm.
follow you on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to finish the rest. You
You don't have
you
to
already
finish the
know.
prayer.
Yeah, you
I know
already
that.
know. Yes.
Yeah.
Or we'll do
Pastor
acapella.
Darrell Bass said he's with the Delaware Boys.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like I said, we were just
Um,
with them in Philly in August or September. I want to say last weekend in August. We was in Philadelphia together.
what's this girl name? Help me here. Nakara, Tamika. You see?
I can't see nothing, man. I don't have no
I
glasses
think
on.
she related to the McDonald sisters. I think.
Oh, Nakira.
Oh, Nakira, that's it.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. And then Claritha said, if you can't afford a group, you bring them, they have to live as well. Um Nakira said, love me some gospel legends. The McDonald sisters will be in the building December the 6th.
Oh yeah. Them my aunts. My aunt. Love them to death.
Uh, what's Dwayne from lead singer was sent by God?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a bad joker there, man.
that's a
That's a
bad
bad
group.
joke.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Known them a long time. Long time.
Angie said, I think when you have a program, make sure you have a group money.
It's hard. And let me
That's
tell you
easier
something.
said than done.
I know it. I know too. But
Yeah.
I do we do our best. And let me tell you, being on the other end of going somewhere and then get the money, seemed like every time that happened, the bus or van break down.
Mm-hmm.
Every time it seemed like something go wrong and it's
Mm-hmm.
rough to get home. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I speak for the groups or the artists, and I just can't like sit back and hear. I don't care who you are. As
Mm-hmm.
far as a promoter, I feel like it's a binding agreement. If you
Mm-hmm.
send contract and
Mm-hmm.
deposit, you
Mm-hmm.
you agreeing to what it is,
Mm-hmm.
and it just cut dries that. You can't
Mm-hmm.
have nobody fix your roof on your
Mm-hmm.
house and then you say, hey, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get that overtime, so
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to thank you anyway. No, they're gonna come and take everything off. I mean, it's just the
Mm-hmm.
business end of it. But
Mm-hmm.
that's another conversation. But I'm for you groups. I'm for you because I've seen a lot of groups suffer along with us, trying to get home back to our
Mm-hmm.
families. And when stuff like that happen, it just rough, and it has broken groups up. It has broken up a lot of groups. Um,
Mm-hmm.
if the truth be told, it but so many times for people start staying home and saying I can't go. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
And uh, we all just trying to, if it's right on both ends, man. It's nothing like a good concert when you know you can get home.
Kathy McDonald Lilly says, see you December the 6th.
Yes, yes. I'm
Um,
man, I'm so excited.
Juliet McGriff says she loved the gospel legend. Reverend Frank Thompson Jr. said, proud of you, young man. I knew you from an early age.
Yes, yes. Reverend Frank Thompson used to come run revivals when we were little boys at Daddy Church. Yeah, Reverend Frank. We used to love Reverend Frank to come run revival because we know we were gonna get out in about 20 minutes. He hit them
Mhm,
fast and hit them hard, and we know we was getting
mhm.
out of church early with Reverend Frank. God bless you, my friend.
David Starworth Carbon said the Gospel Legends is my favorite group and the
Oh
Gospel
man.
Keynote Tally Boys.
Yes,
And
yes.
your Pat
Thank you,
Pringle,
thank you.
your sister, my nephew's minister hard.
Yeah,
Nephew?
that's my aunt out of Texas, Wichita
Oh,
Falls,
so
Texas.
I would get ready to say I thought that was your sister. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw
That's
you when you said nephew. Yeah, that's my auntie.
yeah,
Hey, auntie. Yeah,
yeah.
out of Texas.
Mr. Wilbur Gaines is speaking, and then we're gonna, cause time is flying up. We're gonna let you talk about your anniversary celebration. But let me say this:
Hmm.
you don't see me, but for the past 10 years, I've sent 2 people to your anniversary every year
Thank you.
because of physical reasons. I can't stand in that long line.
Well,
I know what you told me.
yeah, I told
If
you the
you
last
get
time.
there, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be there trying to reach nobody. I'm out here.
you
I
ain't.
did it. Listen, Percy Griffin did that to me at the Swanee Quintet anniversary. I said, I can't stand in that long line. I got leg problems. I got metals in my knee. I called. I sent people at him. I'm not going to do that. So I just usually buy 2 tickets and just send somebody to see the gospel legend.
Well, you need to make it there. You need to make it there. And see, you got OT number. He runs the thing. OT be in that front. If you text or call him, he gonna answer that phone. He gonna answer, and this is what you do when you leave that morning. When you on your way to Gaffney, this is what you do. Call him and tell him what time you expected to be there, and we'll be waiting on you to get you in there. We have elevators and everything there. You don't have to worry to get to the floor. You just get there.
Now,
Just get
Alan,
there.
I'm going to do that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be an Alan Pringle if I get up there and
Hey,
can't get in
hey,
that
everybody
door.
on here hear me. Everybody hear me. You ain't got to worry about that. This legend's business. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. This legend business. Everybody that working for me. This legend business. Yeah, the man said that. I'm the man that said that.
Yeah.
And what they said, you can bank on that. I said that. You let him know what time you expect to be there, and you'll
Mm,
get in. We'll get you right
mm,
in there.
Because
That's
this
my
is going to
word.
be good. And just to hear how they talked about it last year, it made you want to be in the house. It's just the hype from the anniversary from last year. Boy, that thing was something else. And I would
Uh,
love to be there to see it. I really
you,
would.
you, I tell people, I think about our quartet community, and I don't want to just throw nothing together for them. I believe that they deserve the best
Mm,
production, the best
mm,
sound, all of that
mm,
stuff. And you know as well I know, and some people that does this stuff, I mean, do it meaning, you want the best for your audience.
mm,
It calls for the right sound, the
mm,
right building, the people that work the program, all of that
mm,
stuff. And we think about the production of it. We don't want you to just come to a regular program where they read flyers all night and stuff.
Oh, I
No,
can't
we want to,
stand that.
we want
Oh,
to,
I
we
can't
want to,
stand that.
we want to keep it going, keep it
Mm-hmm.
fresh. A lot of people said it went by so fast they didn't even know when to go to the bathroom because they didn't want to miss nobody. Because we keep
Mm-hmm.
it going, and I give it to Harold, Justin, Gerald Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
They host, they don't
Mm-hmm.
MC. they
Mhm.
host the concert and
Mhm.
they keep you entertained for them 3 to 4 minutes to the
Mhm.
next group. And we getting the groups up and they
Mhm.
doing their time respectfully,
Mhm.
and where
Mhm.
everybody can be respected and be represented well. And
Mhm.
that's my vision for the anniversary. Even though it's our celebration, I want every
Mhm.
group to come there and feel good about themselves, feel
Mhm.
good about the presentation on bringing them on stage. And anyone that
Mhm.
has been there, that they know we do our best. Now
Mhm.
that VIP session be a little rowdy sometimes, but
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
you know, other than that, man, we try to do our best to give you one of the best
Mhm.
quartet concerts of the
Mhm.
year. One of the best. Now, I didn't say the best.
Mhm.
I said
Mhm.
one of the best because there'd be a
Mhm.
lot of great concerts during the year
Mhm.
that we be a part of too. So we just try to keep it going by being the end of the year, to have one of the best and have some of the best of the quartet community to be a part of that, man. And we're excited, and we
Mhm.
know God always move, and
Mhm.
that's why the people come back, because the
Mhm.
groups come and they do their great singing, not good singing. They do their great singing, and
Mhm.
I just be glad and honored to have people that when we first started that embraced us, and the
Mhm.
McDonald sisters is
Mhm.
one. Even with our father, they always embraced us. Doc
Mhm.
McKenzie, always. Raw Revelation, the Swannies.
Mhm.
Who else we usually always have? Little David and the Bells of Joy. These groups have always been there, and
Mhm.
they always be a part of our anniversary, along with
Mhm.
the Cantons and the Christianaires and all the other
Mhm.
groups we bring in. We try to do that, and we adding this year some new faces, men of praise being there, man.
Mhm.
The pastor Dara, Bishop Dara Pettis, and Take Two,
Mhm.
along with
Mhm.
Maurice Yancey. I mean, these personal friends of mine and of the group, and I'm
Mhm.
excited that the Ashley Ayers, the Joy Light, Bobby, man, hey, just come out. Y'all already know. Y'all already
Paul
know.
Porter. Paul
Paul,
Porter.
the Paul Porter, man, he will
Yes.
be there too.
Yes.
The Barnes sisters, Deborah Barnes and her sisters will
Mhm.
be there. The Loving sisters would be there.
Mhm.
Flossie Boyd Johnson and Favor would be there. Hey
Mhm.
man, I'm excited. I thank
Mhm.
God that we're able to do a anniversary like this.
Mhm.
Keep it going, and shout out to everybody that play a part in it.
Mhm.
Shout out to Cheryl Snell. She always
Mhm.
sell tickets.
Mhm.
To Bobby Coyne, the radio station, Big DM, all of them people, they play a
Mhm.
big part in this anniversary, and
Mhm.
we just expecting God,
Mhm.
do what He always been doing.
Mhm.
Showing up, showing out.
Mhm.
We moved into the gymnasium this year because it was supposed to be last year, but we held off and went back in the auditorium. But to be honest, we were just getting tired of the uh, the overflow, and we couldn't do nothing with it. And
Mhm.
fire marshal, he wanted to
Mhm.
shut it down. So
Mhm.
hopefully, the gym is a little bigger,
Mhm.
and we just hope that we don't have to turn anyone around.
Mhm.
Like last year, we had to turn people around, but we just we just trying to maintain it, and we gonna see how this go this year, and if not, we might have to move it to another venue. But we
Mhm.
thank God. I mean, that's a good problem. That's not a
Mhm.
bad problem. That's a good
Mhm.
problem. So
Mhm.
we thank God for everybody that has been praying for us down through the years. Played a big part, and like
Mhm.
I said, you and Miss Blanche Goodson, I
Mhm.
would love for y'all to be there to see the
Mhm.
seed that you sowed those years
Mhm.
from booking us. And
Mhm.
the Legends had a hard road, real hard road. And a lot of groups used to tell people not to book us.
Mhm.
And you call Bumpsy Welch and you
Mhm.
ask Bumpsy, I want to bring in a young group for this program at Brooklyn Baptist. They was in the old church,
Mhm.
and you were the first one to give us a chance on a program. And
Mhm.
Blanche Goodson was the next.
Mhm.
No group, no quartet group and I hate to say it, it's the truth. No quartet group in Columbia will book us.
Mm-hmm.
Not one until you and Blanche Goodson. So I want y'all to come and see the seed that you sowed those many years ago, that God has blessed us to travel the country, travel the world because of you all.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, yeah, just like with anything, we have had disagreements and stuff in the past,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot deny the fact that the country know the gospel legends simply because you took a chance on us that one night,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave us the fuel to keep going. And then
Mm-hmm.
Blanche Goodson had us after that, and it gave
Mm-hmm.
us the fuel to keep on going and to pursue it. And I mean, man, people don't understand the way we praise God and why we do it. We've been
Mm-hmm.
there. We
Mm-hmm.
we we we've been through the ringer, and sometimes I find out that people that I loved and helped, some groups that can't stand me, don't like
Mm-hmm.
me for no reason. Done
Mm-hmm.
all I could for them, never gave them nothing, and just to find out that they don't like me, no reason, no reason at all. But it don't change how I treat them, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna change. You
Mm-hmm.
know, God bless me. He been good to me. He gave me a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
And every morning I wake up, I tell him thank you, and I look around and I see
Mm-hmm.
how he blesses my kids and blessing not just me in the group through the ministry. And man, I can't give up. I can't quit. I
Amen.
cannot go on stage and have a cool night. I
Mm-hmm.
got to give him uh, um I give him the glory and the praises every
Mm-hmm.
chance I can. And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I just want everybody that's listening, if you can make it to Gaffney, December 6th. December
Mm-hmm.
6th.
Mm-hmm.
Doors open at 2.
Mm-hmm.
Program begin sharply at 3.
Mm-hmm.
At 3 o'clock. And you can get your tickets. If
Mm-hmm.
you Cheryl Snell, if you're in the Columbia area, get in
Mm-hmm.
touch with Cheryl Snell, or
Mm-hmm.
I want to say my sister Patricia Pringle. You can inbox her on Facebook with tickets,
I'll be
or you can
running.
go.
I'm running your commercial on my page.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great. So
I'm
so you.
doing that. That's I want to give back, so I'm running your commercial on all six of my platforms.
Oh, thank you, thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
yes, yes.
I'm not on the social media thing. We have a team that does that for us.
Mm-hmm.
But we greatly appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
From
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of our heart, we
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I just want everybody that can come, just come on out and help us celebrate 35 years. Not knowing if we'll make 36, but we praying we can make it at 35, and
Mm-hmm.
have a great time, because every year carry a number. You
Every
know,
year carry a number.
I could be here today and gone tomorrow, but
Mm-hmm.
if he let me see December 6th, I would
Mm-hmm.
love for you to come hang out with us. Come be our guest for 35 years. And like I said, we have Doc McKenzie, the Canton Spiritual, Paul Porter, McDonald Sister, Roaring Revelation,
Mm-hmm.
uh, DMD, Darrell McFadden. Another thing, we honoring Bishop Darrell McFadden on
Mm-hmm.
that day. We're doing a special honor for him. It's
Mm-hmm.
time for him to, see some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
He been sick, and he was
Mm-hmm.
almost out of here too. And
Mm-hmm.
he's a big factor
Mm-hmm.
in the new generational quartets.
Mm-hmm.
DMD was a building block for some of us, because they was different. They was
Mm-hmm.
energetic, and
Mm-hmm.
they had a young vibe about them. So
Mm-hmm.
we want you to come out as we honor the Bishop Darrell
Mm-hmm.
McFadden in a mighty way. We're gonna honor him like he's Michael Jackson that night,
Mm-hmm.
and give him his flowers where he can smell them and
Mm-hmm.
see them. And we want everybody to come out, all the family, friends of Bishop Darrell McFadden, to come out we doing our anniversary. We take our anniversary to honor others. You know
You
that
know
that.
what? I wish that other quartet groups would follow that.
Oh man,
Give,
you know.
give back. Learn to say thank you. You
Yeah,
know, if it ain't nothing but a pack of chewing gum, I'm just using that. If it ain't, just
yes,
say
yes.
thank you. It will mean so lot to know that you have not been forgotten.
And you said a mouthful there.
Mm,
I don't ever want the Doc McKenzie, the Harvey Watkins, and
mm,
I know they deal with a lot because
mm,
to me now I'm older.
mm,
I'm older in this now,
mm,
and they're uh the road they have paved
mm,
sometimes it get overlooked. You
mm,
know,
mm,
I've always said we don't think of Doc McKenzie as a trailblazer unless you're
mm,
talking about singing. But as an artist, I look at bigger things of Doc
mm,
McKenzie, of his sound.
mm,
His sound is
mm,
why we hire sound crews now, because
mm,
a lot of artists used to complain that Doc
mm,
system sounded so much better than everybody else. And
mm,
he's always, to this day, they
mm,
still do sound check. He still be on time on
mm,
every. That stuff I look at groups. Um, Doc McKenzie and Tommy Ellison, the singer star. You wouldn't beat them to a concert.
and
They
they
would
sit in there
all
the whole time.
the whole entire time. And I I say we should honor these people like Bishop Darrell McFadden. He's
Mm,
one of the few that's out now that
mm,
he can say, Alan, hey man, you need to calm down, and I'll listen
mm,
to it. He's a
mm.
That's because he would remind me,
Yeah,
hey, Rail wouldn't put up with that.
yeah,
Calm, and I snap back in, because
yeah,
I know he comes from a good place, and he
yeah,
know my family,
yeah,
and Bishop Darrell and Disciples has always been behind the gospel legends. He
yeah.
has always been. I have seen him grip. They give back money so we
Mm,
can have money to go home
mm,
to the promoter to pay us. And
mm,
that stuff, man, I never forgot. Harvey
mm,
Watkins, he did the same. I never
mm,
forgot. They always, I've always, even now, check on the what we call the Godfathers of Quartet. George Dean, they'll
mm.
tell you. I send them random texts. I'll check on Cecil Washington, the Texas boy. I make it my business to always do that because I want them to know if nobody else appreciate what they done,
Mhm,
I truly do, and I haven't forgotten them
mhm.
and never will.
Well, Alan, let me do this, and then we're gonna have to get off. Roy Brown said, "How can I order the CD? Jesus is the man."
You can order, go to Malico.com and order it of Malico.com. It's on the Malico label.
I'm trying to. Some people just speaking.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
You're gonna have to go and read this. I can't read out. You got too many. You got a lot of response. You're gonna have to go back and read them when you get off.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to tell you. Um, hey, you got people just wanting to say happy Thanksgiving. Um, how much your music ministry mean? Go back and read these things because they will encourage you. You hear me? Hey, hey, you froze up on me.
I don't know what
Hey.
happened. I'm just sitting here and I seen everything go
Oh,
black.
I said go back and read these responses because they will encourage you because they are encouraging me, and it's about you. You
Great,
understand what I'm
great.
saying? And
That's what it's
after
supposed to
your
be.
anniversary stuff, we got to get you back. We're gonna get you and Harvey and some other people to come on. We just gonna do quartet talk.
Yes, that'll be great.
Yeah, and
That
just
would
some
be great.
things that we all have learned. Cause if I knew then what I know now,
Yes, yes. And it's a lot, it's a lot that and I tell groups, they ask me questions and I be like, man, we still don't have it all the way together. We ain't what you think it is, but you can't gain knowledge if you don't go through some stuff. So the knowledge you give, is from test and trial. You tried it, didn't work, or you went the other way when you supposed to go that way. So you can tell them, hey man, I wouldn't do that because we did it and this happened. And it's not just that. It's like I thank God my relationship with other groups. It don't even have to be major groups. It's like the older groups, they can tell you some stuff, man, that it down the road you'll say, hey, they told me that. They told me. And like that kind of stuff, man. I think a lot of groups, if you would listen to a lot of groups, and it's not that the olders think they know everything. A lot of times they try to help you not to go down that
Yes.
same bad road that they did.
Yes.
So a lot of times they try to tell you don't do what they did. They could have been a whole lot further, and it'll help you get there. Because I think it took us a while to really catch on to this thing, even with bookings and stuff. You can listen to them about how to book, and God bless the dead. Mr. JoJo Wallace used to say, you can't kill the whole hog on one kill. What he mean, you might not get it all here, but you can pace it where you can eat at the end of the day. So that kind of stuff, man, we always chalk that up as a, take that and go with it, because I know they was doing it when it wasn't that much money in it. So a lot of that stuff, man. And Harvey Watkins, man, me and him
He's
get
a
on the phone
jewel.
and talk. And
He's a
man,
jewel.
let me tell you, it's a lot of stuff for us industry and business group wise that me and him talk about it. He know I can call him and we'll talk about it. And he give me great advice on where he messed up. And he always say, Alan, you hear me? You hear me now? This is So that's my buddy, man. Harvey Watkins. He's real close to the Pringle family, man. And
Yeah.
Mr. George Dean too. George
Yeah.
Dean too. Good people, man. Good people.
Marilyn Brody from North Carolina is speaking to you.
Hello.
Delois Guy is wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Well, you go back
Same
and
to you.
read all these things, because see, you
Okay.
popular. You so popular,
No.
and it's good that people. But it's good if you go back, you say, man, all these people was on here for me, because they was on here for
Wow.
you. They was on here for
Oh
you.
man.
And I am
Yes.
so glad and honored that you came on to share and you weren't too busy. And I just appreciate that. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna promise you this. I'm gonna promise you
Okay.
this in Jesus' name.
Come
I'm gonna
on
give
with it.
it 100% to be there.
All right.
I'm gonna give it
Okay.
100% to be there.
Get there. We
That's
got
what
it
I'm
from
gonna
there.
do.
You get there, we got you from there.
Yeah, because I want to go.
I gave you the word. I gave them and all these people on here hear me. So if you come over here and blast me, they'll say he lied. He told you I was there when you. I got you. Just get there.
Yeah,
Just get there.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
We got you.
Who is this? Tony Moran, DC.
Tony. I probably know by face.
Alan, record your daddy's song. And then we got a request.
What's that?
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, will you just sing a piece of a song?
Oh, no.
I'm serious. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, will you just sing a piece of a song as we get ready to go off?
Sing a piece of a song in the spirit of Thanksgiving. And what? Let me see. You caught me off guard because nothing come to mind. All these songs I have. Let me take a rain check on that. The next time I come on after the anniversary, I'm gonna give y'all a song we're gonna sing with my baby. All right.
But see, you don't ever know the people that they may just need to hear that song.
I don't know what song. I don't know what song. You
Sing
caught me
what a
off
friend
guard.
we have in Jesus then.
Oh Lord. I don't even know all the song, the words.
Okay, we understand.
I'm glad y'all understand. I'm glad. I'm glad. But
Yeah.
next time you get me a Harvey on here, we're gonna do a duet. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
Harvey we're gonna do a duet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But
All
once again,
right.
thank you so much for having me. And we'll see everybody December 6th. Gaffney, South Carolina, Gaffney High School. God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy holidays. Be safe out there. God love you. I love you too.
I ain't forgot about my cake or pie you said you was gonna bake. I ain't forgot
Hey,
about that.
we gonna see what God said. We're gonna see what kind of cake you like.
It don't matter.
Okay.
Well,
All
yeah, it
right.
do, because I don't like nothing chocolate all the way through. Nothing chocolate
Okay.
all the way through. Them kind of cakes, I don't like stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna cook up something. We're gonna see what we can
All
cook
right.
up. All right.
Okay. Well, you all
God
have a
bless you.
good night and tell your wife and children we say hello.
I sure will. God bless you.
All right now.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.